All right, so coming up next here, we have Melissa Heeter. She is a Purina Pro Plan professional trainer. Now, Melissa, you're not alone here today. Who did you bring with you?
Well, this is Viola, and she's the mascot on the Pro Plan Rally Across America Tour, and we are raising awareness for pet rescue and doing more and hoping that the average pet owner will do more themselves by helping, giving, or volunteering at one of the events.
Okay, so you guys are touring all over the country. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, it's an RV, and it is got a huge United States map on it, and we want people to understand that they can help volunteer or give our goal and reach 400,000 pets a forever home by the end of the year. So we're touring from 8 cities from East Coast to West Coast, and we're here going to Cranberry, New Jersey.
Okay, great. Now, if somebody can't, say they don't have the resources or they don't have the, home setting to adopt a pet, is there anything else that they can do?
Yes, they can actually be a foster maybe if they want to. A lot of the smaller pet rescue groups tend to be forgotten when it comes to volunteering, helping, and giving. And so that's something that they can do is maybe donate time at a fun event like this weekend. It's a L'Oreal event called Because Your Dog Is Worth It Today. And there's 5,000 people, so they can come on out and just support rescue by coming out, stopping by the Pro Plan bus. They can get free samples, and guess what? They can actually vote for their favorite pet rescue story and help a rescue group win $5,000 in Pro Plan and help feed homeless pets just by coming on out.
Wow, it sounds like a lot of great stuff. Now, talk to me about, as we say hello to Viola here, how tell me about this issue of, is it abandoned pets or pets that are, just pets that are in kennels? Tell me about this issue.
Well, the smaller pet rescue groups do about 35 to 40% of the animal welfare rescue around here. So with the economy, some people just can't afford to feed their pets.
Right.
If their animal maybe has hurt somehow, like maybe been hit by a car, they can't pay the vet bill. But there are many reasons why dogs and cats are homeless today. Sometimes it's a dog bolting out the door and the dog gets lost.
Right.
So there are many issues, and we hope to bring awareness to this issue and let people support rescue in any way, shape, or form. They can learn more about rescue. They can read my blog by going to rallytorescue.org, and they can actually find out how they can help. If they can't adopt, there are many ways that you can help support rescue. Right. Viola went from homeless to celebrity overnight. She was a stray dog, and so she's become part of my family. So it's important to teach other people that you can do the same thing too, whether it's adopting, maybe not today or tomorrow, but maybe in the future.
Yeah.
You can help rescue any way, shape, or form by just helping, giving, or volunteering.
So why say you want to get a dog, you want to get a pet, why go to a rescue center as opposed to going to a breeder and getting, a beagle?
Okay. Well, the nice thing about adopting a pet is sometimes you can get an adult dog. They're already trained, they're already potty trained, they're already crate trained. So you have a lot of positives already the dog is bringing to the table.
Right.
So adopting a senior dog is also important, or a senior cat that maybe only has a few years to live. That can be very rewarding for the person, but also for the pet.
Sure. So this tour, how many stops have you made so far, and where are you going next?
Well, this is actually our 6th stop, and in Cranberry, New Jersey, at the L'Oreal Because Your Dog's Worth It Day. But we're going all the way to Denver, Colorado next, and it's a taste of Colorado.
Okay, so from you're going to stay in Denver? That's where the home base is?
No, actually, then we head back to St. Louis. So St. Louis is where Purina is based out of, and the tour has gone all across America, and it's a pretty exciting event.
And so what kind of animals, what kind of dogs do you see that are, are they, I guess my question is it purebred dogs that you find, or is it mixed dogs?
It's a variety of homeless dogs and cats. Some are purebred, so if you are looking for a purebred dog, you can definitely find a purebred dog. We have a Joan right here with Kaylee, and that dog is a husky, and she rescued the dog. The dog now lives with her owner, and it's a great companion. And then Viola's a mixed breed.
Yeah.
So you really find a variety of dogs and cats, variety of ages, and variety of breeds. So you might just find your next great companion by going to a rescue event.
Now, the event in Cranberry, what's going to be going on there today? You said it's a fun event, so tell me, what's going to be happening.
Well, what they're doing is they're actually raising awareness for the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Society. So L'Oreal had a couple of employees who passed away with breast cancer.
Right.
So this is the Pro Plan stop for us. And what we've done is combined our efforts in making awareness for both breast cancer, as well as homeless pets. So there'll be 5,000 people at least coming out to the event with their dogs, and you can get a free dog wash just by a small donation. Somebody will wash your dog for you.
Yeah.
There's 160 vendors.
Wow.
And dock diving for entertainment and competition, besides the Pro Plan Rally Across America Tour bus, so they can come on out and vote for their favorite pet rescue story on site or online at rallytorescue.org.
Right.
But most importantly, it's a fun event. You can help two great causes in one stop.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is such a great thing to promote rescuing pets, because I think a lot of people don't realize, it's sad to say, the dogs and cats, they don't stay in there forever. I mean, they're not there for years and years and years waiting for somebody to rescue them, right?
There are a lot of no-kill shelters. However, they really need help, and that's where the rescue groups come in.
Yeah.
So the smaller pet rescues can go in and kind of take, when they're overcrowded with pets, they can take them, and then somebody can foster them, and then they can find the right home the first time.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are not aware of, when they pick an animal for a pet, maybe it's a fish. Maybe if you're traveling too much and you have young kids and they're not really responsible,
Right.
you know, a fish cannot eat every day, but a dog and a cat need to eat every day.
Sure.
And so owning a dog and a cat is a big responsibility. It's a lifetime commitment. So we want to make sure that you pick the right pet first. So picking the right pet is setting yourself up for success of pet ownership. And maybe it's a cat. They're very independent. Cats are a lot of fun, as well as a dog. So you got to pick the right breed as well, because if you're a couch potato, you don't want to pick an active dog.
Right.
You really need to pick a couch potato dog.
So there are such things as couch potato dogs.
There are a lot of breeds which are what I call mixed breeds, that are just mixed here and there because of pets that are running stray, and those are great family pets. So you might get a dog that's a less active breed mixed with an active breed, and then you'll get a medium-sized active dog.
Right. So, I mean, what's a couch potato dog? Is it like a...
Actually, you'll be surprised. Greyhounds, after they're racing, you can adopt a greyhound. They're actually couch potatoes.
Oh, wow.
They only need a little bit of exercise, a couple of times a week, going for nice walks, a nice jog in the park. There are all sorts of dogs when it comes to Malteses, Shih Tzus, mixed breeds. Anytime you mix one of those, you can go to the shelter and they'll give your best guess on what they think this dog is mixed with. But there are couch potato dogs and there are active dogs.
What's the opposite of a couch potato dog? Like an Energizer Bunny dog? Is it a beagle or is it...
Well, beagles are go to ground, as in they use their nose a lot. So their nose goes to the ground, and they're actually very active dogs. But they're great for children in general. A dog that's really hyperactive is going to be any of your hunting breeds or any of your working sheepdog breeds.
Like a Dachshund? Isn't that...
Dachshunds are actually good family pets. They're not quite as active as like a Jack Russell.
Right.
But also dogs like Border Collies, Australian Shepherds, Australian Cattle Dogs, Catahoulas, Kelpies. Those dogs are really high maintenance dogs. And a lot of people say, well, I'm a runner. I want to get an active dog. Well, if you take your dog for a 5-mile run 3 or 4 or 5 times a week, the dog's going to be more of an athlete than you in half the time. So you really need to be careful. Even though the dogs are active, they need to be mentally stimulated besides physically stimulated.
Yeah.
So dog training for obedience, frisbee, agility, those are a lot of fun things. I do frisbee and I travel all over the world performing and teaching, and Viola loves frisbee as well. She was a dog nobody wanted. She was in the rescue group, and she was chewing up this and chewing up that, using her hands and her feet too much. And those are the dogs that really need a job.
Yeah.
Just play, chuck it with your dog, do frisbee, do agility, do canine freestyle dancing. There's so many things that you can just get up and get out, and of course get active with your dog.
Now, I read something about, obviously, Paris Hilton popularized the little chihuahua in the purse, the sort of thing, and I guess a lot of people followed suit, and a lot of these chihuahuas eventually become abandoned, right? That's definitely something that's going on.
Well, it's definitely something you need to be aware of. You really don't want to just get a designer dog because somebody else got a dog.
Right.
They are a lifetime commitment. It doesn't matter how big or small the dog or cat it's still a lifetime commitment. So there are a lot of people see a dog on a commercial, they'll go impulse buy. The Dalmatians, when you have all of the 101 Dalmatians, it's just an impulse buy. So we really, these small pet rescue groups, we help them screen the people. We give them some tools to screen the people so the right dog goes to the right home, and hopefully they get the right home the first time.
Yeah.
So I would love for people to come on out this weekend. It's running today, Saturday, from 10 to 5. It's a fun event, and they can help us reach our mission of adopting 400,000 pets by the end of the year.
Yeah, now that's in Cranberry, New Jersey. Where exactly?
It's at the L'Oreal plant.
Okay.
Right, so they can go to Because Your Dog Is Worth It today website. You can also go to rallytorescue.org.
Yeah.
And our full calendar of events is on our website at rallytorescue.org.
Very
And
cool.
if they can't come to the event, they can actually go online and vote for their favorite pet rescue story while they're online.
Oh, that's great. Now, a lot of people don't realize that New York is actually a pretty good city for dog owners. There's a lot of parks, a lot of things to do. What are some other cities that you know are good for pet owners?
Well, there's a lot of pet-friendly cities, and because we travel all over the United States, St. Louis is a great pet city. They do a lot with Purina, and you can also go to Denver. It's a very pet-friendly. There's a lot of hiking out there. San Diego, San Francisco, anything on the East Coast is very, very pet-friendly. And of course, I live in Atlanta, and Atlanta it's a really nice place. A lot of suburbs have great parks that you can take your dogs and cats to. So there's a lot of fun areas. But one of my favorites is my hometown, Atlanta.
Atlanta, very, very nice. Now, what would you say? What's your advice for somebody out there who says, okay, maybe they got a dog, their life changes, their job changes, they have to move, and it becomes sort of a hindrance for them to own this pet. They don't want to give it. They don't want to, have this pet end up in the wrong hands. What should they do?
Well, the most important thing is that if somebody is in that position, they can go to rallytorescue.org and find a rescue group and find someone to foster the pet. Being a responsible pet owner is starting with a lifetime commitment, but we do know that accidents happen, things happen all the time.
Right.
That's what the small pet rescue groups are for. So find one of the rescue groups, and they can help you through maybe your difficult time and foster the animal for a short period of time. And that's always an option. Instead of giving up the pet, find a family member so the family member can then maybe foster the pet for a while. So instead of just giving it up or taking it to the shelter, maybe someone could foster it for a short period of time.
Let's talk about Viola here while we've got her on camera. Where did you say that she was from? Where did you guys?
We're from the Atlanta area, so she was actually found on the side of the highway. She was surviving, and she was living there for several months on her own. And a rescue group found her, brought her back to life, and now she's part of my family, and she went from homeless to celebrity pretty much overnight on the tour. Sit. Chick. Yes.
She's well behaved as well.
Well, she loves to raise awareness for other homeless pets, and by being the mascot, she's learned a lot of fun tricks. Sit. Sit, pretty. There. And she is, one of the most important things is she knows if I step on the leash, that means she's off.
She's off, so
she's off, lie down, take a break.
Right.
And so one of the biggest mistakes people do is that they make eye contact too much with their pet. And so I learned by traveling to different countries, what happens is dogs communicate with body language better than we do.
Oh, wow.
And the dog will get it right 99% of the time. So if I say to you, and you're a dog, sit, stay, and I look at you,
they think you're going to do something
else.
Well,
they're waiting for a quick second for you to flinch, and then they think, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Right.
And so the most important thing is use your eye contact and body language, very appropriate, because they're going to read it.
Yeah.
They're better at reading body language than we are.
And she is, what
She's
breed?
An Australian cattle dog mix, and she's mixed with who knows what.
Yeah.
So we call her a Chihuahua on steroids. She's very muscular, very athletic. She goes from couch potato to Cujo, just like that.
Yeah.
But it's a fun Cujo. It's one of those that she likes to play with my other dogs, and she's become, a lot of fun. She's a great character, but she's a great travel companion.
And are you able to figure out how old she is?
Well, they estimated when I got her that she was about a year old. Okay. So they can look at her teeth and they can figure out how old she was. And so she was about a year old.
Okay. And she was just on the side of how was she surviving, do you think?
In the woods. Oh, she can catch squirrels.
Really?
She can catch a rabbit.
Oh, my goodness.
So she was surviving on her own, and she was actually doing a pretty darn good job surviving on her own. But it was very difficult because there was a big disconnect between people. So she had to learn to like people. Yeah. And so she has learned to like people because, A, people mean food. Yeah. And also, she now has this bond with me and this relationship with me. So she understands that I'm her caregiver.
Right.
So one of the things you can do to strengthen your bond with your own pet is to put their morning food in a little pouch like this and go for a walk and feed them their food during the walk, just by walking along with you. And then what happens is the dog looks to you for food and then walks and looks to you for food, and then you become a working team. So now you're the caregiver for the animal instead of just freely setting the food down
Yeah,
and letting the dog woof it down,
yeah.
right? We want it to be training quality time.
Very, very good. Now, Melissa, we're running out of time,
Okay.
but thank you so much for being here and bringing Viola along. And if you're in the New Jersey area, Cranberry, New Jersey area, from 10 to 5 today, go to the L'Oreal plant and check out the website.
The website is
rallytorescue.org. You guys will be there. Fun day and lots to do. So, Melissa, thank you so much for being here and bringing along your friend, of course.
Well, thanks a lot for helping us try to reach our mission of 400,000 pets adopted by the end of the year.
Of course, a great goal. And I think that's a wrap for our show. This.
I've heard that Viola waved goodbye.
Oh wait, we want to see goodbye.
Whoops. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, chin. Yes.
That's a perfect ending to our Animal Week here. We've had animal clips all morning long, and Viola waving goodbye. We're saying we'll see you next week. Again, another edition of Backstage Live in the books. Steven Fabian.
Bye, everybody.
Rick Bruto. We'll see you next week.
See you, Steven.